This demonstration is intended for Case Catalyst students who have not taken the Introduction to Real-Time Technology course. We will review the steps to take an SAP using Case Catalyst, how to type your SAP in Case Catalyst, and how to submit a backup of your Case Catalyst file with your SAP or live iClass evaluation. I'll choose an SAP here to demonstrate. These are the steps to this process. You will write the evaluation real-time in your Steno user in Case Catalyst and then close the file. Open the file and type directly in Case Catalyst. Copy and paste the text into the SAP window in Moodle. Back up your Case Catalyst file and then upload the backup into Moodle. Once you have chosen an SAP, go into your Steno user in Case Catalyst and prepare to write a real-time file. You'll need to set up a new file for each evaluation you take, even if you are taking several SAPs or live evaluations in a row. Make sure your writer is connected and cleared of any Steno. Click Ctrl-T or Translate. You should have already established these default settings. Enter a unique file name, preferably your last name followed by an underscore and the SAP file name. Click OK and write a stroke to make sure you're connected. Now you are ready to start writing your evaluation once you start playing the audio in Moodle. When you are finished writing, right-click on the tab and choose Save and Close. This will close the file. Do not leave the file open unless you are immediately going to begin editing the file. If you leave it open, the file history will show that you're editing the file for much longer than you may have actually been editing, which may disqualify the SAP if the time is beyond the maximum allowable time. When you are ready to edit, double-click to open the file. You will type into Case Catalyst just like you would in a program such as Microsoft Word. There are some differences though. Here are a couple of points that will help you edit your files in Case Catalyst. Place your cursor at the top of the file and hit Enter a few times. Then place your cursor back at the top of the file and begin typing. Do not type your name or the SAP number. Just start typing the text as it appears in your Steno notes. You may find it easier to print and review your Steno notes ahead of time. Then you can use those notes when typing up the evaluation. You can also refer to your vertical notes or the untranslated Steno below to help you type the evaluation. Use your paper notes if you have a writer with paper notes. If you are working on a Q&A SAP, you will need to use these shortcuts. Press the F4 button on the function row of your keyboard, let go, and then press the letter Q to insert a question bank. Press the F4 button, let go, and then press the letter A to insert an answer bank. If this does not work, look on your keyboard for an FN button. Press it and try again. You may have to refer to your keyboard's manufacturer if you run into problems with this. As you're typing your SAP, if you have to delete a word, you can double-click on the word and press Delete on the keyboard. Press Ctrl+S regularly to save your work. Let's say we're finished typing this SAP. You need to have the SAP in Moodle pulled up and ready for submission. Then you're ready to copy and paste the text into Moodle. Use your mouse to highlight the text and then press Ctrl+C on your keyboard. Move over to Moodle and press Ctrl+V to paste the text into the SAP window. You're not ready to submit this yet. You need to upload a backup of your Case Catalyst file. Why do you have to create a backup file? Case Catalyst files include several subfiles. When you create a backup, all of the subfiles will be part of that package. We need all of the subfiles to verify that you transcribed the evaluation within the maximum time period of 1 hour. Back in Case Catalyst, right-click on the tab and choose Save and Close. To create a backup, right-click on the file and choose Backup. Use the Save In field to choose a location to save the backup. You can also double-click on a folder name right below. You should see your file name in the file name field. If you do not have a file name field, that's okay for right now because the name will default to the name of your file. Notice that your file is checked in the Copy From panel and all of the subfiles will be checked by default. You're ready to save your backup file. Click Save, and now you're ready to go back to Moodle and upload this backup. Click Attach Cat Zip Backup File. Now click Browse and scroll to the location of your backup file in Explorer. Click on the file, click Open, and you can see down here that the zip file, the backup file, is attached. Now you can continue and finalize your SAP submission. Let's review some important points that have been presented here. Your Translate Options Output To field should be set to None and not Steno keys. Steno keys will interfere with the audio process. Print your steno notes before you start to type up your SAP. Use F4Q and F4A to insert your Q&A banks when necessary. Press Ctrl+S to regularly save your work. The more SAPs you take, the more routine this process will become.